Lagos, welcome, Smooth 98.1. It is time for Business Express, and I have in the studio with me Omoefe of Afri Invest. Omoefe, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you in here with us. Good to have you. We are streaming live, I believe, on YouTube. So you guys do subscribe. Hop on there, www.youtube.com/smooth 981 FM Lagos. Remember, you can also send in messages 0809 444 0981 on WhatsApp. You can also hit us up on Twitter at smooth 981 FM, and so we will reach out as far as your messages are concerned. Let's look at the market performance yesterday. Trading returned, yes, after the long Easter holidays, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Equity market was down 1.5% yesterday, 40,855.6 points. Market cap was down to 14.7 trillion naira. So far this year, we're up by just 6.8%. So 11 gainers, 38 losers. Caviton was the top gainer, up 9% to 2 naira 91 kobo. Fidelity Bank was the top loser, down by 9% to 2 naira 43 kobo. And we are still at 362 naira to the dollar. We are going to start with real estate. Yes, Omoefe, real estate. As far as PenCom is concerned, the headline here, couples can now use pension savings for joint mortgage loans. This is fund administrators with PFAs will be allowed to use their savings to apply for joint mortgage loans under the contributory pension scheme. What are your thoughts? What do we think of this development here from PenCom? What's happening here?
When I thought about this, I'm like, what are the benefits, and then what are the things to watch out for?
Yeah.
I think when we look at all of this kind of initiatives, we need to look at both ways. What are the pros and what are the cons? So looking at the pros, I think it's a welcome development because for couples, they can both they have the advantage of having like would I say more funds to be able to
pull together,
to pull together to be able to get mortgage loans, and it will also help that particular industry. So you have more people applying for loans and being able to own homes. So that's a welcome development. But looking at it on the other side, I haven't really heard anything about what where people are going to be getting those loans for. So is it going to be from banks? What is the tenure of repayment? So how long is it going to be for people to be able to pay back those mortgage loans? Is it going to be short? Are we expecting them to say, 5 years or longer term? Longer term mortgage loans, the way it is like in advanced countries.
Yeah.
What are the rates going to be basically? In the end, are people going to have to pay double or even triple for what they have to take, as mortgage loans? So those were the questions that kept ringing in my head. Those things need to be clearly stated so that people know, this is what I'm going into, and is it going to be favorable in the end?
For me, yeah. To the home amount, it says here the draft guideline allows that only the contributors that have a minimum of 6 million already in their RSA are to use part of that for the mortgage loan. So there are a few. There, of course, they have to be guidelines for the sake of risk now, just to make sure that you're
talking about the guidelines. You just talked about now 6 million. They must have 6 million. So are they going to both have 6 million together, or they're going to have 6 million
individually, making 12?
If you're doing the mathematics, that means for 6 million for 5 years, that's about 1.2 every year, and then that means that person will be paying about 100,000 every month. So the question, what comes to play, is what are they targeting younger couples or older couples? What part of the population exactly are they targeting?
Right. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Interesting development by PenCom there. Let's move on to full year results here from the cement company of northern Nigeria. Moife, how did they do? Decent results, yeah,
pretty impressive actually. So we saw that their revenue was up 35% to 19.5 billion. That's from 14 billion in 2016. We also saw that their profit after tax really jumped, like about 157% to 3.2 billion from 1.2 billion in 2016. Looking at all of the line items, you see basically the reason why we had these impressive results was because price of cement were up last year.
I was about to guess.
And I think it would have been replicated among all of the
players in the industry.
Players in the industry. And but if you look at what the production volumes did, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So they still maintain some kind of level of the same level of production. It just dropped a little. But what's important is price increase.
Of course. And I'm showing their dividend. What was it? 1 naira 25 kobo. Yeah, I believe that was the dividend that they declared.
Yeah, 1 naira 25 kobo.
Okay, decent stuff there from Cement Company of Northern Nigeria. Insurance. Really, this story. Okay, mutual benefit. It says here that it looks like they're going to propose a dividend for the first time since Barack Obama took office in 2008. It says shareholders of Mutual Benefit Assurance PLC finally have a reason to smile as the company appears set to break its dividend drought, which is now going into 9 years. So what's happening there?
So when I saw that they had sent in a notification to NSE, the stock exchange, that the dividend will be paid. So dividend this year, I'm looking at their results 9 months 20. When I looked at what the equity part of the results, it showed that they had like accumulated losses. So what that means is they probably have been making losses for a long while, and then in 9 months 2017, their profit after tax was positive. They made about 790 million naira as at 9 months 2017, which was from a loss in 9 months 2016.
Right.
So for them to come out and say they're paying dividend in full year, it means that this year, full year 2017, last year I meant to say, 2017, they probably had made that estimated that they'll need much more profit to cover up the losses and then pay dividends. So it's a work on development.
Okay. But I don't know. Do you just start paying dividends the moment you declare profitability? Don't you want to make sure you? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Buff up your profits first before paying. But hey,
look. If you look at the price of mutual benefits, like year to date, has been down like 34.9%. So that's just to show you that sentiment, around that particular company has been, really negative.
Right.
So I'm sure in order to like buoy sentiment, I know would I say increase, for lack of better word, investor sentiment or confidence in the company, they're like, okay, let's pay dividend this time around and then see how we can
exactly. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But it's still looking at the insurance. I know the insurance stock, this whole with the NSE allowing stock prices finally to drop below the 50 kobo. Insurance stocks have they've been beaten the most as far as badly on the exchange. But so there's still, that sector still needs some help.
Actually. So there's still some issues that still bedevil with that particular sector. And one of the very important issues is the penetration level is still very low. We know that in Nigeria there's somewhat of a cultural thing with insurance. Yes. So that particular factor still affecting hinders that sector.
People don't want, they feel like they're not paying for anything, right? They don't want to pay for something they can't see.
Or they say God forbid.
God forbid I get injured or die.
Yes.
You Business Express listeners on Smooth FM, why aren't you guys getting insurance? What's up? Okay, so that's still something that needs to be addressed going forward.
But we're hoping that the consolidation, the proposed consolidation, to bring all those fragments together so that they can take on more risk, would happen soon enough, so that they can underwrite more risk and then do more business in order to buoy their bottom line basically. Okay,
we'll see how that is. We'll keep watching it and see if Mutual Benefit ends up paying that dividend. Okay, this is an interesting story here from the Punch. Nigeria to export 1,540 megawatts of electricity in 2025. I wanted to get your take on this. It says first paragraph. Electricity in two neighboring countries, Niger and Benin Republic, from Nigeria is expected to increase to 1,540 megawatts by 2025 from 387 megawatts in 2020, according to documents seen by Punch correspondents. The document was titled Transmission Expansion Plan. So let's try not to be too sarcastic here. Let's try. Yeah, what do you think as far as them planning to export power?
Before we even go to analyzing, you said that document was seen.
Yeah.
So I didn't really sure about that document.
Exactly. That's the first question, eh?
I didn't really sure about what they saw, so that we don't just go about talking, and then it's like
right.
Document exactly.
Right. Comes up being fake news. Yeah.
Yes. But if we look at it, I believe one of the things that we need to focus on is addressing these structural challenges in the power sector.
Right.
So one of the things that still bedevils that particular sector in terms of generation of power, because we're basically on the generation.
Right.
It's still all gas. Okay, all of the troubles with getting gas and the disruptions that happen with getting gas across to the generation companies. So I think those are the kind of things that need to be addressed. Then also we're talking about the pricing for electricity. We still have that problem. The federal government is still guaranteeing pricing payments to generation companies. So pricing, and then we're also talking about metering. So I think we need to focus on Nigeria
first.
Yes,
before you now start dealing with the exports to Niger and Benin Republic. Have you seen rice imports in Benin Republic recently? After we banned rice, and then I love that story. I can't let it go. I keep going back. We banned rice.
I was in Benin in February, and passing through the border, there were a lot of rice.
Lots of bags of rice. Where are they coming from?
What's happening?
You know where they're coming from? Thailand. That's where
exactly.
that's where they're coming from. I haven't been to Benin Republic. I need to go out there. Omoefe of Afri Invest. I wanted to get to your stock picks for April, but unfortunately we've run out of time. Maybe we'll have you guys Afri Invest next Wednesday. We'll go over stock picks for the month of April. Guys, that's all the time we have for Business Express. Omoefe, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll keep an eye on mutual benefit and see if they pay that dividend. Lagos coming up next. It's Muyiwa Afolabi with Frankly Speaking. Keep it locked to Smooth 98.1.